Hi, this is Jacqueline here with the Grow Program. Thank you for growing with me on today. To God be the glory. I am so thankful and grateful to have you here growing with me. Let me tell you something about me. I used to have a radio show on the AM channel, and it was came on every Wednesday, and it was inspirational, and I was teaching and preaching out the Bible. And I just remember thinking, teaching and preaching out the Bible, but I felt like something's missing. Even then, I felt like something was missing. So it's just not there. And I'm sitting here in this parking lot, and it's hot. It's hot. And I'm thinking about turning the truck on, but it's so noisy. I turn this truck on, and I don't want to roll the window all the way down because if flies come in here, I'm a nut up. If flies come in here, I got to get them out. I can't sleep with flies in here, so that's why I try to keep the windows rolled up so flies don't get in. But anyway, I'm so excited. I am. I'm so excited because I'm tell you something. God is moving. And God will give us, like I said before, God will give us the desires of our heart. God knows my desires. I desire to grow. I desire to lift you also. I desire to tell you that you are greater than your circumstances. I desire to tell you that if we be the change, we can change the world. I desire to tell you that if you want it changed, if you want it fixed, you got to fix it. You got to change it. Change begins with you. And with growth comes change. With change comes growth. So I learned that, and that's what we got to do. We got to grow, and we got to change. I sure would love some air. I would love to. It's so beautiful outside. It's raining. The sun is out, but it's raining. I'm looking for the rainbow. That's our sign, our hope. Oh, rainbow is a sign of hope. I want to let it down just a little bit and hope don't no fly come in. I don't like them. I had to deal with them before. Flies are representative of evil. They really are. They come to steal, kill, and destroy. And I know science loves to use flies and everything, but that's what they do. That's their job. And so I've loved this adventure that I've been on. I do. I have. I love driving these trucks. I have a very big respect for truck drivers and what they do. I'm telling you, we get out here every day and we risk our lives to bring this product and to where it needs to go, to the store and then to your household. And the truck drivers don't get a lot of respect. They don't. But I've met some wonderful, wonderful, wonderful truck drivers. I mean, they are the nice to do this industry. Do you realize that you got to have the patience of a saint? You got to be patient. People jump in front of you all the time. They won't let you over. You got to take your time. You got to get this stuff and you where it needs to be safely. That's the plan. I don't know about the trip plan, but that's the plan. As we take this trip, is to get this stuff where it needs to be safely. I have a great respect for truck drivers. I do. And by the time I get done with what I got to do, the whole world will too. Have a respect for what these people get out here and do, and risk their lives every day. If you getting in it for the money, honey, you ain't gonna last. You're not gonna, cause you're gonna realize it ain't worth your life. Just to get out here for the money, it ain't worth your life. I'm here because I want to help move product. I want to help build. I want to help grow. And then I want to help grow. I want to help the country grow. I want to be a part of the industry where I make a difference. And I have. I've walked in places and I leave them laughing. They will remember me. but they remember me in a good way. Because no matter what they tell me, do this and do that, it's always something. You can take it and make it and let it make you upset, but honey, turn it around for good. Turn it around for good. That's what we got to do in life, because there's already too much bad. It's so much bad that people don't even believe in good. God is good. God is love, and that good is within us all. But some people done buried it all on top of some other stuff. Just buried it. Just buried the good, and they allow evil to take over them. Do you know there's these spirits, the spirit of good and the spirit of evil. And as I was in that house watching evil, being so afraid of what the evil was going to do, just being petrified, that God told me and showed me, you are greater. That evil can't do nothing to you except what you allow it to. Don't be afraid. Walk in power. And I began to do just that. I rose up. So see, that's what we all got to do. We got to rise up against evil. But we can't go toe to toe with evil. We can't reduce ourselves. We can't lower ourselves to evil. We can't lower ourselves to this spirit. We got to bring them up to us. Just like you standing and walking in power. You big, bold, and brave, because you are of God. Bring them up to your level. Don't go to their level. Don't reduce yourself. Then you show them that they were right when they really weren't right, but you will show them that they were right. We're not going there just because they went there. When they go low, we grow higher and higher. We bring them up with us. Laugh. Leave them laughing. Smile. Smile is contagious. Yeah, those smiling faces, but we got some real genuine smiling faces. We got some good smiling faces. You got some smiling faces out there you got to watch out for. And that's the undisputed truth. But we got some real smiling faces. We got some beautiful smiling faces. Because let me tell you this, a smile is a sign of faith. A smile is a sign of faith. Let me tell you something. I have to smile too. I have to believe. Because look what God has done. Look what God has brought me through. I done went through. When I look over my life, honey, the tears I cry now are tears of joy, of happiness. Because, I watch people, my loved ones. People, I got rid of all my problems. They gone. I got rid of my problems. I don't have any problems. I don't, because I got rid of all of them. My problems are the world's problems. And the only problem that I want to solve is hate. I want to get rid of hate. I want to drive out hate. And the freedom fighters told us, love is the key. Love. Ain't looking for nothing but a good time. And it don't get better than this. But it gets greater later as we grow. It don't get better than this right here, right now. Growing in God. But believe it or not, it gets greater later as we grow. As we continue to sow the seeds of love. Don't you realize that you have the power of change right there within you? You got the capability to change it all. All you got to do is sow love. You got to use love. Sometimes we just want to, you think about, they done went there, and they done pushed my buttons. They done took me there. Now they know. Now I'm getting ready to sit up. They know how I act. Don't act like that. For every action, there is a reaction. But let that reaction be positive. Let it reverberate positivity over negativity. Let it bring about change. Let them see something that they never thought they would see, that they can't believe they seeing it, which is change. That's what I'm doing. I want to bring about change in my time left on this earth. I don't know how much time I got left, but I know this. Time keeps on slipping into the future. It does. Every day, every minute, every hour. And I'm going to grow in God hour after hour, because love is the greatest power. And I'm going to use love. And that love had to begin within. I had to love myself. I didn't love me. I've been called so many names that I began to believe them. Until God made me realize that before I became anything, before I became the name on my birth certificate, Jacqueline, I was a child of God. And guess what? There's a queen in Jacqueline. That's what God showed me. I used to didn't like my name. I didn't like Jacqueline. How come I couldn't have a normal name? Where Jacqueline? Where'd that come from? But Jacqueline is a very special name. It is. Jacqueline has a very special meaning. I have been brought here to finish the work. I'm a messenger. And to be honest with you, we all are messengers. But do we choose to bring forth the message that is instilled in our hearts? Or do we carry on the mission of evil and give in to evil and sow evil, chaos, negativity, and confusion? Chaos, negativity, drama. Because all that does is build and build and build into something awful. In my time left on this earth, legends are going to fall. We all are here by design. And in my time left on this earth, I want to live each day like there's no tomorrow. I want to put all that I have into grow. I want to put everything, my thoughts, my actions, my reactions, into grow. Because believe it or not, kings and queens, keepers of the dream, we have the Midas touch. And everything we touch can turn to grow. It all depends on your mindset. If you free your mind, the rest will follow. Let go of those vices of the earth that are trying to take over you. Let go of those cigarettes before they let go of you. Yes, you can. Yes, you will. Mind over anything. Just leave it alone. Just drop it. Whatever it is. You know, used to be a time where I used to drink, and I didn't know how I would ever quit drinking. Lord, I didn't know. I was an alcoholic. I mean, I loved to drink. I did, and I didn't bother nobody. I used to like to drink. I'd sit back and drink, wouldn't bother nobody. Nobody even know I was drinking, unless they come over bothering me. I'm just sitting back chilling. And I didn't know how I would ever stop doing that because I loved it. I liked it. It was just relaxing to have a drink. But I prayed for God to take the taste away. And sure enough, God did. Now let me tell you something. I didn't have to go through 12 steps. I just took one step. Wasn't AA, it was God. And God took it away from me because let me tell you this, even to this day, I think about it. Because that's that flesh. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. But let me tell you something, the spirit is greater than the flesh. You got to put that in your mindset. The desire to leave it alone is stronger than the desire to pick it up again, to do it again. I still, to this day, and it's been years, I still to this day think about having a nice cold beer or a nice glass of vodka or something. But I don't want that. I'm not going to get that. I'm not going to buy that. Or a cigar. Never. 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 Because the desire to leave it alone is stronger than the desire to pick it up again. You got to change your mindset. See, you got to look at life like life is fulfilling. It's full. Let it go. Just leave it alone. Change your mindset. Start thinking about some other things. Think about all that money you spending and put that money elsewhere. Think about your goals. Write down some goals. Write down what you would like to do, where you want to be. And how these vices are holding you back. And how you need to break free. It's all in the mind because you are over anything. You are over all of it. I realized I couldn't burn down that house because the house is haunted. I can't do like they do in the movies. I'm over the house. I'm over this house. Ain't nothing to be scared of. Ain't nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing to fear. God is here. And with that, I'm telling you, it was the whole dynamic was changed. The house seemed brighter and lighter. I'm not kidding. I was standing there at the dining room table, and all of a sudden I felt this strong, overwhelming feeling of sorrow, just I'm sorry, sadness. And I just stood there feeling this. There were spirits around me. And I said, if it's up to me, you free. And immediately I felt the relief. They're spirits. They try to take over. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against powers and principalities. Spirits. It's not your people. It's the spirit that's in them. And sometimes you just got to leave folks alone. You got to do the right thing. Let them see you do the right thing. Lead by example. A lot of times people like to fly on this highway of life. They like to fly down the highway. Like to run down the highway of life. And sometimes there's a lot of construction going on the highway. And I happen to be the first truck or the first vehicle. We got a one lane because they didn't shut down the other lanes. They working on those lanes, so we just got this lane we traveling in. And I'm gonna tell you something. Follow the leader, because I'm gonna lead by example. I'm gonna show them how to do it. We're going to do the right thing. We're going to follow the speed limit. And I look back and I had this long trail of cars back there. But there's no rush on this highway of life. What I'm rushing for? Got to slow your roll. Got to stay in your lane. Don't be so quick to change lanes. Speed up on this highway of life. Take your time. You can do it. Take your time and do it right. Do the right thing, and the right thing shall follow you. Do you realize? Just think about this for a second. If everybody in this world lived, greatness reached over oppression through wisdom, to rise to reach their greatness every day, all day, to be the best you can be. And while you're doing so, to lift others with you. Do you realize what a beautiful world this would be? What a glorious time to be free, to understand that you got a great mind, the great and powerful Oz. That's your mind. It's all in your mind. Ask, believe, receive. Think it, believe it, achieve it. Live in it. Keepers of the dream. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. We're on a journey. Sow love all over the world. Here we grow.